Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's been such a long time since I've been on YouTube. For those of you that are new here, I am Dandella, and this channel was all about moving myself and my family from London, UK, over to live in West Africa, Gambia. Can you believe that it's been 2 years since I last posted a video? I cannot believe how fast that time has flown by, because I checked, and the last time I uploaded a video was January 2022, and we are now in May 2024. So many people have been asking me over the last couple of weeks in particular, what has happened to you? We miss you. Why are you not doing YouTube videos before? People are even asking, do I still live in Gambia? So I thought I'd just come back onto YouTube and give you guys a quick update video of what's been happening in my life for the past 2 years. So I thought I cannot just come back onto YouTube and start just giving you guys content again. I kind of need to sit down and give you an explanation of where I've been and give a little bit of a life update. So this is what this video is going to be all about. I'm just going to give you a quick life update. I don't want to keep you too long. I want to start producing more content on YouTube for those of you that are still in the process of moving over to Gambia. So first of all, why did I leave YouTube? Well, I actually did not plan to leave YouTube. There was no I'm not going to do YouTube videos anymore or anything like that. I literally just stopped filming. And I think it was a lot of different pressures. YouTube just felt like it kind of was not a priority for me at that particular time. I had so many different pressures that were happening. As you guys know, as soon as I moved here, I started opening up Smile Lounge. I actually acquired the building for Smile Lounge restaurant before I moved here. And we started doing all the building work and getting everything ready. So when I moved here, I really wanted to open before the Christmas. I moved in the August end of July, August, and I really wanted to open before Christmas. And I just honestly did not expect it to be so hard, so much pressure, so time consuming, and really, really stressful. So YouTube kind of went on the back burner because not only was I trying to open up the restaurant, I was also trying to raise my children in a new environment, make sure that they were comfortable and relaxed. Also trying to find schools for them. It was awful to start off with. I really just was not in the right headspace to produce YouTube content. I almost felt like I didn't need to produce content anymore because I made it, because I was here. Forgetting that the content that I produce is not necessarily for me, even though it was my journey. People actually really liked my content because I was giving them useful information about their journey and what they needed to do to make a smooth transition over from wherever they were in the West to live in Gambia. Let's just jump into some life updates. What have I been up to? So what's changed for me over the last 2 years? We finished building our house. Our house is complete. We have a beautiful 6-bedroom house. That took about 1.5 years and was so much more stressful than I ever thought it could be. But we made it. Guys, when I tell you building a house is so stressful, I know building a house is stressful probably anywhere in the world that you build a house, but building a house in Gambia, magnify the stress by 100. I'm going to do a whole other video on some of the lessons that I learned while building. For me, I had it a lot easier than some of my friends that are here in Gambia because my husband is a project manager and he's an architect. So he knows exactly what he's doing when building a house, but we still faced so many obstacles. As a female, I found it very difficult dealing with some of the tradesmen, but I'll leave that for another video. But this is the results, guys. Our house is complete and I'm really, really happy with how it's turned out. We still have a lot that we need to do, but for now, it's exactly the way that I wanted it. We finished it and it's absolutely beautiful. We still have a lot that we need to do. A lot of places in the house are still not decorated, but we've moved in and we are just going to take our time to complete the house, basically. For those of you who used to follow me before, you'll know that I opened up my restaurant, which was Smile Lounge. It was like a Instagrammable floral cafe restaurant. When I first opened it in the November when I moved here, so I moved in August and I opened it in the November. It was absolutely loved it. I loved it. My children loved it. It was fun. It was exciting. It was so busy. You know, November is the beginning of the season here. So it was really, really busy. Lots of diaspora, lots of Gambians. We held so many events there. But within about 1.5 years of opening it, I absolutely hated it. I used to dread going in there every day. I found it so difficult managing the staff. I have a business in the UK that when I left, it had 120 members of staff and 16 worked inside the office. Trust me, managing that amount of staff is nothing in comparison to managing the staff in Gambia. I'll get into that in another video, but trust me, it was very hard. I found running the restaurant really difficult and I really just fell out of love with it. So early this year, done an inventory list of everything that was inside the restaurant and the name and everything, put it on my TikTok, and within about 3-4 weeks, it was sold. And I think what happened for me, the changing point, was I went back to the UK for a couple of weeks during the rainy season last year. And while I was there, I just started to reflect on my life in Gambia. And I felt like I had left the UK because of certain pressures and certain lifestyle in the UK. I felt like there was no balance between work and life in the UK, and I found it highly stressful. Most of us left during COVID or around about COVID time. So you guys know life was very tough in the UK emotionally and mentally. And I found myself actually reflecting on my life in Gambia and realizing that I actually moved here and I still do not have any work-life balance. I came here, immediately jumped into running a business, and it was just a realization that actually this is not the life that I chose for myself, so I am not going to do it anymore. I came back, gave it one more push, tried to make it work, tried to hire a manager, and it just didn't work. So I just decided I'm gonna sell it, and I did. For Christmas this year, I had 19 family and friends come to stay with me at my house in Gambia, which was amazing.
Have you got 60 in? I don't know how to play. Yeah.
I see you shining right through the way now.
When I see you smile.
They must have had such a brilliant time, because less than 2 weeks after they left, my eldest son, who lives in the UK, called me and said he was coming back to Gambia to stay with us for another 3 months, which was just amazing. It was so nice having him here. So another update is my children. So I get so many messages on TikTok, Instagram, and even emails of people asking me, how are my boys settling? I want to move there with my children, but I don't know if it's going to be for them. What do you think? And I have to say that even if I decided that I wanted to leave this country because I didn't like it or I was struggling, every time I look at the progress that my boys have made, it definitely reminds me of why I came here in the first place, because the progress that I've seen, the confidence that I've seen in my boys is unexplainable. Being in an environment where my boys are taught by males that look like them, their school teachers look like them, the bank manager looks like them, the police officers that they see on the street look like them, when they are sick and have to go to the hospital, the nurses and doctors look like them. That has given my boys confidence that I cannot even explain. One of my boys really struggled in the UK. They told me that he had learning delays, and he was really struggling in school, especially the year of COVID, because there was a lot of homeschooling and it wasn't very organized for him. He is absolutely thriving here. I'm talking the top grades. And he goes to a really good international school. They've made friends here. They've got their school friends, they've got their Gambian friends, they've got their diaspora friends. They go and do different after school activities. And, you know, imagine just going to school and on a Monday you just take the dogs and you go down to the beach. That's just their normal life, you know, going for ice creams after school. Things are just very different for them here. They are a lot more happier, a lot more content. If you do have children and you are considering moving to Gambia, I would say don't let having children deter you. Don't convince yourself that, oh, let me wait until they leave school, until they've finished school for me to move. Because I do think that the change or the confidence that it will give to your children living in an environment where everybody looks like them You just cannot get that over in the West. Living here is a lot harder than I had expected. I had visited the country 6 times before I actually moved here, and still for me it was a huge culture shock. The people were a lot more different than I expected, because when you are coming somewhere on holiday, your experience and your understanding of the place is so different to when you actually have to live here and navigate your daily life. So that's it, guys. That's my life's updates and a little bit of an explanation as to where I have been over the past 2 years. I do want to start filming some content on YouTube. I don't know how often I will be posting. I will try to make sure that it is consistent and that it is giving you guys information that you need. For those of you that are still considering moving over to the continent, and Gambia in particular, I will still try to produce some content that is actually useful for you. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Bye.